What's going on, guys? Johnny Mac here. Thanks for tuning back into the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Yesterday, the developers of Scavengers posted up their beginner's guide for the game. So for anybody that's fresh to the game, never played it before, including myself, we're going to go ahead and dig into some of the basics and, based off of my research, things that I think will be helpful to anybody that's new to the game. So let's get on into it. If you like this video and its content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell. It'll help me out immensely and help my channel grow. It costs absolutely nothing to subscribe, and you can unsubscribe at any time, no hurt feelings. If streaming's your thing, I stream here on YouTube and I'll be streaming the game whenever it comes out. And also, if you prefer Twitch, you can follow me over at Twitch. If you want to keep an eye on my content a little more closely, I'll have all the links to my social media accounts in the description below. So let's go ahead and dig on in. So the first thing that you're going to need to do whenever you drop into the game is that you are going to have to gear up. Now, in order to do this, you're going to have to explore the environment, and you can find gear caches as well as pick up other various forms of scrap, which you will actually end up using later on in order to craft your class weapons and gear. Next thing, you also want to keep an eye out for food like berries and potential wild game such as wolves, deer, and even bears. You will actually need to use these food items in order to replenish your stamina bar. Now, if you'll look over here to the left, I'll give you an example of this. If you look at the lower right hand corner, the little lightning bolt, that is your stamina gauge. Whenever you sprint or you perform any type of melee action, your stamina will actually deplete. And if you look right below that, one of the other key features of this game is that you will have to keep warm. Over time, this little gauge designated by the little snowflake will actually deplete. And whenever you reach that gauge to 0, you will notice over on your life bar, which is just to the left, you will actually start to freeze over. As you start to freeze over, your max HP reduces, and you will no longer be able to heal past that point until you remove this debuff from yourself by either finding a campfire or using items to boost your warmth. While you're running around scavenging for your gear, you'll also need to pay attention to your minimap, in which there will be certain objectives, including vehicles, which can serve as more expedient transports to get to shelter and get you out of the storms. Now, during your little time on the planet's surface, you'll face a variety of threats, including Outlanders, which are your human NPC faction and are considered aggressive. You'll also face the Scourge, which are your infected monsters, and you'll also have the wildlife, such as deer, wolves, bear, and other critters roaming around. Now, granted, the deer are not a threat, but the wolves and bears will attack you. You'll have the storms to constantly deal with, and which will cause you damage over time, and you'll have bosses to contend with, which will grant you various coveted rewards. Now, if you die, your teammates can revive you within a set time period, but if they fail to revive you within that time period, you will die. You lose all of your data and all of your salvage. You'll undergo a short time out period in which you'll be recloned, and then you will redeploy to the planet's surface. However, if your team gets wiped out, that's it. Game over. So when you first start the game, you'll have 3 explorers unlocked by default: Halden, Valora, and Tarek. You level up your account simply by playing the game, and then you use your currency called chips to purchase additional explorers. Each explorer has their own unique set of talents, which can further be refined in the research system. You'll want to experiment and make sure to set your loadouts before you enter a match so that you'll have the playstyle that you like. Salvage items play a big role in the research system. The system is available outside of in-game sessions, and you gain salvage by finding it in matches and bringing it back to the AI called Mother. So while you're in the lobby, or while you're prepping your loadouts, it's worth checking out what research you can do for new weapons and gear. Once you have successfully researched an item, it will then be available for crafting during a match. Next up, and probably the most important, is the PvP system. If you look to the left, there is an example of your radar, and an enemy player shows up as a red dot. However, it's important to note that detail was given to the various stealth mechanics in the game. To avoid detection, you can use bows and melee weapons, use shelters, as enemy players cannot be detected while in shelter. You can stand still, or you can move while crouched. And my personal favorite, you can brave the storms, as they shield you from all detection. And now on to the final point of the video. Your mission is to collect the most data points in the match. The team that successfully uploads the most data points wins that match. There will be various points of interest peppering the map, and it will be up to your team on how you'll proceed with those points. There will be various data upload stations you can find in order to permanently secure your collected data. This way, in the event of your untimely death, you won't lose your precious data points. At the end of every match, Mother will dispatch a dropship. Your final objective is to make it to that dropship, board it, and make it out alive. The part that I like the most about this is that every team that successfully extracts will be rewarded for their efforts. So if you happen to lose the match, but you still extract, you can still get some rewards, which is very nice considering that there is substantial time investment in the game whenever you're playing a match. So that's going to wrap up this video for now, guys. If you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I make future uploads of content just like this. It would really help me out as I'm trying to grow my channel. And if streaming's your thing, be sure to check out my stream here on YouTube. And if Twitch is your thing, you can follow my link in the description below over to my Twitch channel. I will also be streaming over there. And if you want to follow my content more closely, I'll have all my social media account links in the description below. And I just want to thank all my current subscribers. I wouldn't be where I am today with my channel. We continue to grow every day with your continued support. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.